Junho's "I'll be waiting" message to Yoona breaks the internet. It only took one soft sentence, one gentle pause, and one knowing smile to send the entire global fandom into emotional chaos. During the latest vlog from his stunning US fan meeting, 2 p.m.'s, Lee Junho wasn't performing. He wasn't dancing. He wasn't even promoting anything dramatic. He was just talking. Relaxed. Casual. Comfortable. And then suddenly something shifted. His expression softened. His voice dropped into that warm, careful tone fans know too well. And he said, "It must be really cold over there right now. Take good care of yourself. Wear a thick jacket, eat warm food, and come back soon. I'll be waiting here." A pause. A small smile into the camera. "Take care always." That was it. No names. No explanation. No confirmation. But the internet didn't need one. Because at that exact moment, Yoona of Girls' Generation was in London, attending the Burberry Fall Winter 2026 show during London Fashion Week. And just like that, timelines exploded. X, Reddit, TikTok, Instagram,
Pan,
the Ko, Okpop. Every platform lit up with one question. Was that message for Yoona? Fans replayed the clip over and over again. They slowed it down. They zoomed into his eyes. They analyzed the tone of his voice. And what hit hardest wasn't what he said. It was how he said it. It didn't sound like fan service. It didn't sound rehearsed. It didn't sound playful. It sounded personal. And for international fans who had already fallen in love with their undeniable chemistry in King the Land, this felt like something bigger. Something real. Something that maybe, just maybe, was never meant to be obvious but slipped out anyway. And that's where the real emotional storm began. Let's talk about timing. Because timing is everything. Yoona was in London from February 19th to 23rd, glowing at the Burberry FW26 runway show. Winter coats. Chic silhouettes. That effortless elegance that makes cameras fall in love with her. Hashtags like #Yoona's Burberry Winter 2026 and #Yoona's LFW 2026 were trending as she walked through freezing London streets, smiling gracefully despite the cold. Meanwhile, Junho's stunning US fan meeting had already happened weeks earlier, late January to early February. So why release the vlog while Yoona was still in London? Why include that specific line? Why mention how cold it was over there? Fans immediately connected another detail. On February 21st, 2026, Junho and Yoona were reportedly spotted at Incheon Airport heading to London. The photos circulated fast. Agencies described it as a coincidental schedule. Coincidence. That word again. But for fans, the pieces were lining up too neatly. Airport sighting. London Fashion Week. Cold weather comment. "I'll be waiting here." And then the song. In the same vlog, Junho performed "Always Live," with lyrics that say, "Always by your side, even if far." Even if far. Distance. London and Seoul. Was it intentional? Or was it simply art reflecting life? The emotional tension here isn't just about dating rumors. It's about the possibility that two people who built breathtaking chemistry on screen might still be connected when the cameras aren't rolling. And for women across the world watching this unfold, there's something deeply romantic about a quiet man worrying about someone in the cold. Not flashy, not dramatic, just soft concern. And sometimes that hits harder than grand gestures ever could. International fans did not hold back. Threads with thousands of likes appeared within minutes. Junho literally said, "Come back soon. I'm waiting here," while Yoona is freezing in London. This is a love letter. King of duality. Fossil dancer on stage, soft boyfriend off stage. Yoona slaying at London Fashion Week. Junho sending stay warm energy. If this isn't real, what is? The word Delulu started trending again, but in the most affectionate way possible. Even fans who don't usually ship couples admitted something felt different this time. Because it wasn't loud. It wasn't performative. It was subtle. And subtle is dangerous. Especially when paired with eye contact into the camera and that tiny smile that lingered just a second too long. Side by side edits flooded TikTok. Yoona shivering adorably in London wind. Junho looking concerned in his vlog. Millions of views in hours. Reddit communities like r/Kpoprince and dedicated fan threads began dissecting every frame. Was he testing public reaction? Is this a soft launch? Are agencies staying quiet on purpose? But beneath all the speculation, one thing was clear. People wanted to believe in the sweetness. Because in a world where celebrity news can feel chaotic and exhausting, this felt warm. It felt safe. It felt like the kind of love story people root for quietly at 2 a.m. while scrolling through edits with tears in their eyes. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Some argue it could simply be friendly concern between co-stars. After all, they worked closely together. They built trust. They spent months promoting King the Land. Caring about someone's well-being doesn't automatically mean romance. But here's the emotional truth. Tone matters. Timing matters. Intent matters. And when Junho said, "I'll be waiting here," it didn't feel like something said to the general public. It felt directed, specific, intimate. Observers in the K-entertainment space point out that both agencies are playing it safe. No confirmation. No denial. Just silence. Silence that only fuels curiosity. Because sometimes silence speaks louder than statements. And what makes this moment powerful isn't just the possibility of a relationship. It's the maturity. These aren't rookies chasing headlines. They are seasoned artists. Respected. Established. If something were happening, it wouldn't be loud. It would be careful. Thoughtful. Private. Which makes this quiet message feel even more meaningful. And for women watching worldwide, especially those who grew up with Girls' Generation and 2PM, there's something deeply emotional about seeing two familiar faces possibly finding comfort in each other years into their careers. It feels grown. It feels earned. It feels like a second-act romance in a drama we didn't know was still airing. As of now, there's no official confirmation. No public statement. No clear answer. But maybe that's not the point. Because whether this was a romantic message or simply gentle care, it reminded fans why they fell in love with Korean entertainment in the first place. The softness, the restraint, the emotional undercurrent beneath simple words. One sentence, "I'll be waiting here." And suddenly, the world felt a little warmer. So now the question isn't just whether they're dating. The question is, did you feel it too? Because sometimes, in the smallest moments, the biggest stories begin.